What is up, everybody? Hello. Welcome to another thrill of the toy hunt. Another thrilling thrill of the toy hunt. Hope everyone's doing okay. Whew. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to do this tonight. Busy, like since I got back from Columbus after PowerCon, it's just been like go 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 go. Had to re-register my car today and do a whole bunch of stuff. Had to work on top of that. It's just been nonstop since I got back. Um, Missed my dogs a lot. Missed my ducks a lot. You know, that's how it goes around here. It's like a petting zoo. Uh, but yeah, happy to no, but I'm happy to be back. Sorry, happy to be back, and had a great time in Columbus. Kind of made the rounds actually, and I flew. Actually, this it was like almost like a 2 week constant perpetual motion. Ended up going to back home to Buffalo, visit family and stuff like that. See my dad. Um, had to bring Oreo home with me, so he is home now. So I'm happy about that. And yeah, then I left Buffalo, had to fly all the way back to Charlotte because all the connecting flights that what I was trying to do was fly directly from Buffalo to Columbus, which I know flights like that exist, but for some reason they all had layovers, and all the layovers there was no direct flights from Buffalo to Columbus within the time span that I was trying to book them, and all of the flights had layovers, and all the layovers were in Charlotte. So I was like, well, I might as well just book a flight. It was cheaper separately and just fly out of Charlotte the next day, which I did to Columbus for PowerCon, and then the rest is history. So yeah, pretty excited for the future, and I was very blessed to be able to go to PowerCon, and yeah, I owe a lot of that to Strident, and I owe a lot of the opportunity to um, Landon um, for allowing me to be a part of Invincible Toys and Futuristic Combat Soldiers and Fist. So pretty excited for the future of that company, and yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff on the horizon for Invincible Toys, and I can't wait to hopefully be more a part of that in the future. But yeah, um, what a successful booth we had, a successful show. The show was a lot of fun, a ton of fun, and just being able to talk about the product, um, Futuristic Combat Soldiers, and being able to kind of talk with other people. I mean, we had a ton of people come over to the booth. Corn Boy from the Four Horsemen came over. Um, most of the guys from Fresh Monkeys Fiction came over that are pretty much in charge of or doing Operation Monster Force, which those figures are really awesome. I super duper can't wait for those. That's my little kid talk for the night. Uh, can't wait for those to come out. And what else? I mean, we had the guys from um, Warriors of the Kingdom pop by and hang out and shoot the. I kept going back and forth. I bought like three figures from those guys, and I kept going back each day buying another one. They're like, "Oh, you're back again? You're back again?" I was like, "I can't help myself." What can I say? I can't. I just can't help myself. Even the guys from Savage Crucible came over. Everybody was just really nice. We had even some fellow YouTubers stop by. D Amazing and Robo from the Foosh. Really awesome dudes. I'm glad I got to know them a little bit better. Talk shop, hang out, and yeah. Can't I really don't have anything else to more glowing to say about the show and how it turned out and how it was just essentially a independent toy show. All the independent toy makers took over this show. There was no presence of Mattel, no presence of Hasbro, nothing. It was all independent stuff, which was really awesome. Super 7 was there. There's a whole bunch of Valaverse, Action Force, Laser Pants stopped by from what you call it, Valaverse, and got to talk to him for a little bit. And yeah, everybody was really cool. I was really, really happy with the turnout. Stride and I were really happy. And we just had a ball. And then, you know, the after party, the geekdom, we couldn't help ourselves. It was even better. So, but there's so much to talk about, like so much. I got so many figures. I am so happy I was able to just slightly go over budget. I had a budget, and by slightly over budget, I mean like $70 over budget. But that's neither here nor there. We're not going to talk about that one. But it was good. I think everything I got, it was worth it to me. I even got and actually got some a vintage figure, which normally I don't really vintage shop too much unless I'm trying to open up Pandora's box and go back into buying something of vintage stature or nature. But yeah, the PowerCon, I'm really looking forward to going back next year, and can't wait. I really can't wait. I'm trying to get. I won't say that. But I'm looking forward to it, and maybe we could do something for Legion's Con. We'll see in November. I would like to go. The only reason I really couldn't go last year is because my job at the time would not allow me to go, so I couldn't go. But since I am independently employed now, I can do whatever the hell I want. So, but that is about it for the catch up. I'll wait for some more people to kind of pop in. Don't be shy. If you guys have anything to say, any questions about PowerCon, just leave them right in the chat, and I'll do my best to get to them as soon as I can. But I know this is a little bit later. I probably should have popped on a little bit earlier. I was going to try and get this done by 7, but stuff just got in the way, so I do apologize. But we'll start off with pickups because that's going to be fun, and it's going to go for a hot minute. So if people start popping in here and ask questions, hey, did I miss the pickup segment? At least I can go back and show them real quick. So some other pickups that I don't think I did talk about. I'm pretty sure I have everything here that I picked up within the last month or so we can go over that and talk about it. So I'm pretty sure everything is here. I'm talking with my hands a lot. You would think I'm Italian, but I'm not Italian at all, I swear. Grew up in an Italian house, so the hands just start flying everywhere sometimes. But anyway, we got some stuff to talk about, and like I said, hopefully everything is here. We'll start off with the Mythic Legions Xylernian Guard. This is a really cool figure. The mask does slide up on him. Really awesome figure. He's got cloth goods right here for the cod piece. He actually has what? That's so weird. I didn't even notice that until just now. How is this possible? I just realized that he not only has I feel like this is quite redundant. He has a what you call it, wired cod piece right here, or I guess you call this a cod piece. We'll just go with cod piece. He has what is going on here? He has cloth goods for the cod piece, but he also has a plastic piece underneath, which is weird. But still cool nonetheless. It's a really good figure. It's a Legion builder. I would like to just get one more. I think, and then I would call it a day with the Xylernian guards. And there is Xylona's Phlox crest, I should say, on the shield, because why not? And I feel like these guys would be like the elite guards that protect Xylona or Xylona. There we go. Gaz, what's going on, bro? Long time no see, man. Where you been? How you been? I'm just glad you're here, man. That's the important part. But yeah, picked up the Xylernian guard. He does come with extra hands and stuff. I'm going to do a full review on him, so he's really cool. I feel like for a Legion builder, that is a banging deal. For a Legion builder, those are really good. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, want me to show something a little bit better, just let me know in the comments, and I will absolutely do my best to go back and show that. I'll just get to her next because I can't stop staring at this figure, and I can't stop manhandling this figure because it's just an awesome figure. I know that sounds weird, but it's just an awesome figure. Her review will be up tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to check that out. Go no further right on this channel right here. But we have the Cosmic Legion Vorga. This is a must get. If you are on the fence about her, just watch the review. I really tried my best to give you the review was originally like 40 minutes long, and I trimmed it all the way down to like 26 or 25 or 26 minutes, something like that. And I was like, I don't know if people are going to want to watch that long of a review. But talking about an all new sculpt, all new body, new heads, new hands, new like everything, new equipment, accessories, head to toe, brand new. I had to talk more about it, point stuff out, and I am a huge fan of Vorga, because she is really cool. Let me give you one more really good look here. I'm trying to hold her so she'll. There you go. Whoa, hello. She comes with an extra head, extra hands. She comes with vertical hands and lateral hinge joints. She is really cool, dude. Pauldrons can come off. Everything, like I said, everything will be in the review. You guys are going to love it, I hope. But she is a talking piece, man. I feel like a lot of people maybe have slept on her just a hair, you know. Gas says, been here, been there. Let me see. I'm hitting the wrong button here. Oh, God. Been here, been there, and somewhere over there. How you doing, buddy? How's Dusty? Dusty's doing great. Dusty's doing great, baby. That's right. He down there taking a nap right now. Hopefully he doesn't start woo-wooing, you know. Because sometimes he get up, baby, and he just start wooing all over the place. I can't get him to stop now. I say, oh, no, we ain't going to do this, or you're going to be on some hard times, baby. You will stop the woo-wooing now, okay? But he's sleeping right now. I'm not going to wake him up, all right? Woo-woo. That's right. No Ric Flair. He kind of looks like Ric Flair. If Ric Flair was a dog, that's Dusty right there. I'm Dusty Rose, but that's Ric Flair down there. He's always talking. He's just like Ric Flair. Always talking, got something to say. I'm like, hey, baby, you're gonna have to stop that one, throw you out the bay window. Okay. Anyway. So but yeah, man. Everything's going good. Just trying to catch up with work since I got back, because if I don't work, I don't make money. So there is that. Next up, I'm gonna do a switcheroo. Those cosmic legions look great. Yeah, they are, man. They are really awesome. Oh, also to note, for anybody wanting to pre-order Futuristic Combat Soldiers, I put the link in the description box in this video, so you can check it right now if you want to, for the backer kit pre-order. So if you wanted to pre-order Futuristic Combat Soldiers, like I said, release date fourth quarter, end of this year. You can pretty much pre-order them until I think the backer kit stops when they release. So If you want to pre-order them for $35 as opposed to the $50 on Big Bad Toy Store, go ahead and do it. I put the link in the description for the backer kit. Go for it. Moving on. We have just got this today, and I am actually really pleased. Of the as simplistic as this toy is, I might have to get like at least 2 more because I only have one of this character, and I need at least 2 more. I have the Marvel Universe version, but I picked up the 14-inch X-Men 97 Sentinel in their, I guess, animated colors, I would say, or kind of original design, I would say. And this was $22 on Amazon, and it was shipped nicely, promptly. It is 5 points of articulation, but not the 5 points of articulation that you think. The head swivels. I'm going to do a review on this, I think, actually. Head swivels, and it can also pivot up and down a little bit. Arms go up about that far. Very limited, like I said. But if you just need a Sentinel, just stand there. I'm telling you. And then we got a swivel here at the arm. No bend at the elbow. Nothing going on in the gauntlets. But we do have some really good splits. Better than some Spider-Man figures. And the legs will go forward. And that is all you get, sir. That is all you get for a 14-inch tall. Like I said, if you don't have like the HasLab Sentinel and you don't have the Marvel Universe or the Amazon exclusive version, I have the Marvel Universe, but I'm going to use that as like my Sentinel Prime. I don't know. I'm just making that up off the top of my head, but yeah, these are a good deal. I think these are a good deal. They will fit. They will look the part. I think the only real gripe I have about this is that there's no like energy blast coming out of there's no sculpted like energy port for the hand. But I think if you just got them standing there, that's pretty much what everybody does. Most people just have Sentinels just standing around. And here, just for scale, I got Wolverine right here. How serendipitous. Here is, whoa, we'll go this way. Here is Wolverine. There's foot to foot, and that is Sentinel right there. I think this could be a decent stand-in. I think. Let's get him down a little bit further. Trying to make sure that, there you go. I think this can work. I think it can work. It'll do the job. I think they're supposed to go with 3 3/4 inch figures, but I still think you can put them with your 6-inch. I don't think that's too big of an issue, and it doesn't break the bank. Like I said, Gaz says, "Oh, fourth quarter this year. Sweet. Looking forward to getting the Spartan and the Cowboy. Sweet figures. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah. They worked really hard on them, and I cannot wait to. I'm getting them all. I can't wait to get them. So." Those are going for how much on Amazon? The Sentinel is going for $22 at 14 inches tall, 5 POA, but not your traditional 5 POA, like I said. So not bad at all for a 14-inch tall Sentinel. Telling you, man. The shipping alone, I mean, my God. The box was about this tall on him. I want to say from here, about here. It was definitely off the screen, the packaging. I think it had a couple zip ties, and that was it. It was very simplistic. Like I said, if you're just trying to build up your ranks, you can get a ton of these, and just there you go. I still want to get the Marvel Legends. I think they're like 6-inch or 7-inch Sentinels to go with them, because I want to do like a kind of like the old arcade game where they had to fight the 7-foot tall Sentinels in the game. So that would be something fun and cool to do. All right, next pickup I don't even know where to go, where to start here. Oh boy, you know what? We'll switch it up again. And I do want to talk about these. I'm not sure if I did in any of the other live streams. I'm hoping I didn't. I hate repeating myself, and sometimes I tend to do that. I had someone ask me, "Oh, so it seems like you have a." I don't know if they were being facetious or not, But it just if they were like, oh, so it seems like you have a photographic memory. I'm like, that couldn't be further from the truth, sir, ma'am, both. Um, that couldn't be further from the truth because I have to write like everything down to remember stuff. But Gas says, yeah, that's not bad for even 5 POA. Yeah, man, it's really not. It's a really good. I think it's a good solid for the amount of plastic you're getting at 14 inches tall, and it's not like it doesn't feel overly like cheap or anything. It's got some weight to it and stuff, so it looks good. And like the face is sculpted. It's not like a cheap like everything you see on him line work wise has sculpted detail. So where it's very, minimal, but that's just due to his design, there is sculpted detail all throughout the belt area, the chest piece, the collared piece, the lower chest piece. The gloves even have sculpted detail. The boots have sculpted detail. Sorry, I bumped the microphone there. The head has all the sculpted line work on the back. Like it's a really well done figure for 5 POA. So can't beat it. What am I doing here? Oh, okay. Yeah, see? Mine like a steel trap, huh? Oh boy. Okay, so I should have brought some water up here. Oh well. So I wanted to talk about the Jada Toys Universal Monsters. I got these guys, I think, about 3 weeks ago, and they are a lot of fun. Don't sleep on these guys; they're really cool. This Invisible Man has like a glove he can take off, and then it's supposed to give off the effect that his hand is invisible, which looks really cool. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way here. I'm trying to get the focus on there. This plastic is like a rubbery, more pliable material for the plastic, so that's really cool. And he comes with a boatload of accessories. He comes with what else? I want to say a couple different hands. Like I'm trying to think what else. I have everything put away, but he's a really awesome figure. He comes with a ton of accessories, and I think you guys will really like it. This is actually just one hand connected, which is really clever. Taking off the glove, couldn't help myself with that. But the Wolfman, really cool, really decent articulation on the Wolfman, and this is more of that classic design. I did get the Creature from the Black Lagoon, but for some reason Amazon didn't ship me the regular version. They shipped me the glow in the dark version, which I was like, well, it was still cool, but so I did get a full refund on that though, so that was good. So I'm hoping to get the whole crew, then I'll do a full review of these. Universe Monsters gonna need to look into those. Yeah, check them out. They're on Big Bad Toy Store and they are on Amazon. But I want to get the Bela Lugosi Dracula. I did see the NECA one. Strident actually showed me he had the NECA one, but he didn't have the fangs like really showing well. So I'm gonna go with the Jada one. I'm gonna finish this line off, and I just need Dracula and Frank, and then we're good to go. So expect that review. The creature is your favorite. Awesome, man. Yeah. I don't, you know what? I always kind of like the Invisible Man because there's like so much you can do with that and have like a super low budget for a film. Like you could literally have someone just not even there, someone saying lines off camera, and there's there's the scene right there. Simple, easy, effective, and there's a lot of also fun stuff that you can do when they are like Memoirs of the Invisible Man. I love that movie. That movie is so underrated. No one ever talks about it. Chevy Chase did such a good job, regardless of what kind of person he is in real life. But yeah, you love. I mean, I love them all. But oh yeah, I love them all too. But if I had to pick one, I'd go with the Invisible Man. I think he's really awesome. This Wolf Man, though, I can't help. He's really well done with posing and stuff. So check him out. Like I said, Jada Toys. Oh, and his hat is removable, by the way, so you can take that off. Oh, he has a unwrapping, like he's like unwrapping his head hand, which is really cool. I think he comes with some other stuff. Like I said, I'll do a full review once I get the rest of the figures. But all right, moving on. Oh, who's next? Oh, I did get the. Let's make sure I have them all here before I start saying things. Or oh, that is constantly coming off, which is quite annoying. Let's make sure I have everybody up here, which I should. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll leave the 5th one out because. Oh, he's actually right there, but we'll talk about it. Going back to Marvel Legends really quick. I got home from the Columbus trip and I had this waiting for me at home. Was pretty pumped to have it because there's some characters in here that I did not have for my Avengers. Here we go. So I got the Avengers, West Coast Avengers, excuse me, box set. There is Mockingbird, classic looking Mockingbird. I do have the modern Mockingbird too. So when I do comparisons in the video, you'll definitely see her in there. There is, I want to say, tech suit or mechanical suit or whatever you want to call that, Hank Pym. And then we have Tigra in her angry face. I also have the other face. So re-release of Tigra, definitely different colors for this, and I think different heads as well. And then we've got Jessica Carpenter, which one of my new favorite upcoming actresses, Sydney Sweeney, is actually going to play in the Madam Web movie, which is going to be pretty cool. So looking forward to that. I could definitely see her playing that. I wanted her to play Sue Storm, but yeah, they just didn't do that. They didn't go that route. But because I always like seeing Sue Storm being a lot younger than Reed. I always felt like that was always the case. Like she was at least like 10 years or 5 years younger than Reed. So but anyway, got the box set. Here is the Walgreens exclusive. I have the other one in the box set still because I don't have really a use for it. I like this Silver Centurion. The other one is kind of like a white for where the silver is, but I like he's Silver Centurion. He should look silver. So this will go with the West Coast Avengers and the rest, like US Agent that I have sitting over there waiting for them, and a couple others like War Machine. And then we'll be able to finish off this team finally. I love finishing off teams. And if we can get more box sets to finish off teams, I'm perfectly happy with that. I don't have an issue whatsoever. Yeah. So there's the West Coast Avengers. Got those. Pretty excited for those. Tigra's tail does keep falling off, though. It is getting a little frustrating. Where the first version of her, I haven't had one issue with her tail. All of a sudden, Gaz says the Chevy Chase film was great. Yeah, man, I love that Memoirs of the Invisible Man with I almost said Bo Derek. It's not Bo Derek. What's wrong with me? Oh God, it's gonna bother me. Oh God, what's her name? It's some for some reason I just forget. It's certain people's names. I don't know why. Daryl Hannah. I don't know why I always forget that. I'm like, oh, she's got like a dude's name. Yeah. Slash Girl. Yeah, Daryl Hannah, man. She was killing it in the 80s and 90s. Absolutely slaughtering it. That woman was in like so many films. Splash. I think you meant Splash Girl. But yeah, I feel you guys. I got you. I get auto corrected all the time. It's super annoying. Like sometimes when I say, what was I was telling Strident the other day? I was like, so if you ever get a excited, it always changes it to exhausted. So if you ever see in a text message, I was so exhausted, I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like, that's I'm pretty sure you can pick up what I was putting down there, but anyway. Roxanne. Yep. All right. Next. I actually did it. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting into this line, but I wanted at least one. If they make a specific other one from my favorite movie, I will get that one also. But this is the only one. If I said, I told myself, what's a really iconic version of this character that I could get in figure form? And I don't really have one. I never got the 3 3/4 inch figures of him. This is a really, I think, well done figure. The only issue I have is this stupid holster piece on his belt will not stay and hold the thing I need it to hold. Anyway, I picked up Indiana Jones. I think he's a really good figure. This is his Temple of Doom. This is probably one of the most watched movies from when I was a kid. Between this and Return of the Jedi, oh my god, I watched Temple of Doom probably thousands of times. And then he's even got the slashes on the back of the shirt from when he was whipped, which is really awesome. But yeah, man, I think they did a pretty good job on this figure in particular. It comes with the machete, comes with his pistol, comes with his whip, a wound up whip, which kind of annoys me because that little peg doesn't want to stay pegged in. There's a part of me that almost wants to just glue it because it's such a dainty little hook to hold the whip on, but it wants to constantly fall off because it can't hold the weight. But the way that they actually did the shirt, though, really well done. So very pleased with that. Roxanne, you don't have to put on a red line. Sorry. But the weathering on the hat looks really good. The hat is not removable. Which it doesn't really need to be removable. But this is a really nice figure and an iconic scene to say the least. And you got the Raiders version. Nice, man. That's awesome. I never saw the Raiders version in store. The only one I saw was Temple of Doom when he's in the suit in the beginning for Club Obi-Wan, and this one. And I actually picked that up in store. So I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. So, and I actually picked that up in Buffalo too. I picked that up, and I also picked up Kama. I'm not going to go get him because I put him with the Attitude Era stuff. So I found Kama from Nation of Domination Kama, which I needed badly to finish off that Nation Domination. And then I found Indy, and I was like, well, I might as well get both. The hell with it. And then I got this shirt too. So there we go. The trifecta is complete. All right, moving on. I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible here. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. So, do I want to get into the con stuff yet? All right. We'll do PowerCon stuff now. If I forget something, then I'll go back to it. But anyway, here's some PowerCon stuff I got. I actually got this day 2. I'm trying to think what I got from day 1. Gas says Gridiron has some nice sets for him as well with badass articulated whip. Really? Ooh, I might have to check that out. Did you know that also Gaz, if you didn't know, Gridiron is actually doing the weaponry for Fresh Monkey Fiction's Operation Monster Force. So check that out. I think they're doing the majority of the weapons. At least that's what I've heard. Gridiron props. I did actually, speaking of weapons, also, I picked up 3 weapons packs from the awesome Valiverse. booth. I didn't get to talk to really Bobby. Every time I wanted to go talk to Bobby about something, he was always, it seemed like he was either exhausted or just busy. So I just kind of, but I did get to talk to Laser Pants, which was really cool. And then I picked up the golf wolf golf. Oh my God, I can't talk. The golf weapons pack, and we'll get into that. And then I picked up the Echo weapons pack. And I picked up, if I can find it in here, I'm searching in this big bag of stuff. Oh my God. I almost forgot to talk to you guys about McFarlane, but here's, before I get to that, let me not get sidetracked again. And the Foxtrot weapons pack. And I'll show each one and what they come with. So I'll just turn it around because I'm not going to take these all out. I'll probably do a separate video on these. Maybe I'll do like a short on these. But that's all they come with. It comes with a 50 cal submachine gun, I'm trying to remember off the top, an assault rifle, looks like a AR, looks like a Chris Vector, a AK, and a bunch of the guns that have already got the slide hammered back as far as them being out of ammunition or being shot off. Brian King, what up, man? Ooh. What's going on? Yeah, it is a great line. It is a great line. All right. So, that was, I'm sorry, weapons pack Foxtrot with the 50 cal, which I actually gave to Strident because he needed a 50 cal. And I was like, you know what? I got enough sniper rifles. Just go for it, dude. I got it. Can't wait to get this stuff. Yeah, me too. More. I want more of these. More of these. And then, so Echoes comes with a shotgun, another submachine gun, three submachine guns, a tactical, like almost old Western Winchester. I know it's called something else. I can't remember what it's called though, of the technical term. It's like an old Winchester with a scope on it. I know it's like a newer model that I've actually seen Grand Thumb, one of his videos. He's just like shooting it off and he's like just killing it. And then we have another assault rifle, and then a saw. We have a saw on the back, and that is all of the weapons in Echo, I believe it is. Echo, yes. There you go. And then we've got Golf, which is a minigun with bullets that are being shot out, shells that are being shot out as if they were firing currently. Awesome touch. I love that. Very innovative. Love it. I think the only other company that did that was Mezco. But this is really cool that Valverse did this. Also comes with an ammo box, an ammo belt, a firing. It comes with a bunch of different like firing effects. One specifically for the minigun, which is super duper important. So, and then a submachine gun, a Desert Eagle that has been fired off, so the slide is shot back. What looks to be like an HK submachine gun, another of the same new sculpted shotgun, and then a redecoed Chris Vector, and a new revolver, which I have not seen, but it looks like a Rhino Killer. So there you go with that. Brian King says, good thing I only collect 4 lines: G.I. Joe, Star Wars The Black Series, Action Force, and Gridiron Studios. Nice, man. Hey, I wish I could do that. I am envious, sir. I am very envious of you. Speaking of Action Force, why don't we get into some Action Force while we're here? Too many awesome lines coming out. I know. That's what I was just saying in my intro. I was like, because PowerCon, it was like all independent stuff, and it was all like, if I am very thankful that some of the lines just had prototypes there, like our line, like the Invincible Toys line, Fresh Monkey Fictions. Uh, thank God they didn't have product there because it would have been bad on my wallet. Between Valaverse, the Four Horsemen, and I want to say Warriors of the Kingdom, like I was still hurting after those. So, but yeah, there's so many good lines right now, and especially independent lines, you know. So, but yeah, I agree, guys. So here is the first one I picked up. It is my favorite Action Force character. It is. Can you guys name her? What's her name? Huh? But this is the Warpath version, and then we also have Warpath version. Did I? Oh wait, I have her cards in there. I want to show you the cards. Hold on. Hopefully, I put those in here. Nope, that is something else. And yes, there we go. So I have the Warpath version of Eclipse that I cut off. I couldn't bring any of the cards home. I just didn't have enough room in my bag, and I only bring a carry-on. So, but I got the Warpath version of her. Comes with 3 heads, different weaponry, but I gave her this submachine gun instead because I'm like, I want her to be like maneuverable and tactical and like basically like a silent killer in the night, you know. I absolutely love this character. She is by and far my favorite Action Force character, and they even have like an upgrade kit for Eclipse and who else? Pandora and Kill Streak or Kill Switch. I keep wanting to call her Kill Streak. Kill Switch. So they had a lot of cool stuff there. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming out with Valaverse. But yeah, I'm super thankful for getting her. She does come with that new knife that only came with Pandora, which I'll show that off as well. So expect full reviews on her and someone else that I picked up. And I was very fortunate to get this other figure I'm about to show you in a second. You got her, thank good. Oh yeah, I know. She's awesome. Terry, what's going on, bro? What up, brother? Thank you for modding, Terry. I appreciate you, buddy. Terry, the OG Turner. That's your new name. She owes me 100 scalps, and I want my 100 scalps. Right? So good. She's from Rochester too. She's right around from my hometown, Buffalo. About an hour away. That's all Rochester is, an hour away. So I'm just gonna call it. She's from Buffalo. All right. I'm stealing her away from Rochester. She may have be from Rochester, but does she live there? No, she lives in Buffalo. That's what I'm making up in my head. Okay. She's living in Buffalo with me. Anyway, no, I don't live in Buffalo anymore. Anyway, moving on. We also got Gemini. Strident got her, and he was like, "Yo, man, you better go get her. She's moving pretty quick." And I was like, I'll wait a little bit. I'm gonna hang out at the booth and kind of talk to some people. And then he's like, "You better go get her. I'm telling you." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll go get her." Got there, and it said sold out. And then I'm like, "Oh, I just missed out. Of course, just my luck. I did it to myself." Hey, Andy, what's going on, bro? Just showing off some stuff from PowerCon and just playing catch up with pickups and stuff like that, buddy. But yeah, so there was a sold out tag, and then I think it was, who was it? I was talking to Vala for a second. I was like, "Oh, do you know if you guys are going to be getting more of these in?" And he goes, "Yeah, she's on a shipping container right now." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I was about to walk away, and then I think it was Laser Pants who goes, "Yo, there's one more," and I was like, "Really? Are you serious? It's not like a sample or something like that." They're like, "No, no, no, it's one more. I got it right here." I was like, "Okay, I got lucky. I never get lucky," but they were nice enough to give me the, I guess the last one they had. So I'm very pleased with her. Let me get her up and close and personal here, if that'll. I don't know how good of but that face, the friggin' oh my god. I feel like Gina Carano should play this person. you know? that would be awesome if they could get her to play her. But yeah, she's pretty cool. She comes with pretty much everything you see here. Extra hands, of course. She comes with those newly sculpted, I want to say the same kind of arm wrappings that were used with, I think. I gotta look at Pandora really quick. Pandora, come out. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where? Oh, she's right in front of me. Stupid. Yeah, so it's the same wrappings as Pandora. There we go. And you can see that little comparison. And same goes for Gemini. Same wrappings for the Gemini. Gemini's really got a cool story. She reminds me a lot of my personality. Kind of quiet until someone makes me angry, and then all hell breaks loose. No, I'm just kidding. The Hulk comes out. No, but she's really cool. I like her. So happy to have this. I almost wanted to pick up a second because she is my favorite character, but it's all good. More for someone else. That's okay. Next up, we're going vintage style, baby. The Thrab, baby. Let me see. Sorry, I'm missing some comments here. Andy said, did she show up? Is she up on their site? Let me check. Are you talking about Gemini, Andy, or both figures? Because I'm pretty sure Bobby, coming from, this is coming from the man himself. He told me that she will be around later, but she was kind of like a early bird at. If you're talking about Gemini, she was an early bird at PowerCon. That's the only reason that I was able to get her. So, but he said that she was, more was coming. It's not like you can't. It's not like you can't get it. One of those things. But yeah, even Warpath Eclipse is coming. It shows on their site. And they do actually have the Swarm Horde PowerCon exclusive, which Strident actually got, which is really cool. All new head sculpt for that figure. It was a deluxe figure. And they are limiting 2 per customer on Valaverse's website right now. So, but no, Gemini is not on their website yet. But I would just, patience. Patience is the key. So I would wait. I think he's just waiting to put her on the site until they actually get her physically in hand. So, but yeah, I wouldn't worry. She'll be available. You'll be able to get her. But yeah, so now we're gonna switch gears just for a second. Okay, I saw this. Let me see if I have the card still. I know I do. I just don't know if it's here or if I left it downstairs. And I think I left it downstairs. That's okay. That's all right. We'll live without it. So I opened up Pandora's box. Speaking of Pandora, we've gone full circle here. I do have the Warpath Eclipse. Cool. Yeah, she's a really good figure. I love her. I like her a lot. And then Brian says, I hope to get another Swarm Horde next month. Nice, man. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Great figures. They are just so fun. Like I said, it's a good time to be a collector, especially if you are collecting a lot of independent toy companies' products right now. This is the golden age for independent toy producers. Telling you, toy companies are killing it right now in the independent scene. At like the amount of quality, I can't. I sound like a preachy, like I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm really trying to help you guys understand how much of a huge presence in the independent toy creators were there. It was overwhelming. It was really awesome. But anyway, we're going to switch gears. Next up, I picked up the Tramp. Steve the Tramp from the old Playmates days of Dick Tracy. I was so excited about finding this figure. I got him for $5. I was like, well, I mean, $5 mint in card. And the card was a little beat up, so I took it out of package. I was like, it'll be all right. But now I must get all of them. Now I must get every single one of these Dick Tracy figures. Well, I probably won't track down the blank because I'm not paying $2,000 for a figure. But all of the others will be mine. I plan on getting the squad car too. So there's that. Pretty excited. Yeah, Dick Tracy figure. Yeah, man. I had so many of these when I was a kid, and they were all chucked in the garbage because of I call it the Great Flood. But he also comes with a trash can lid. So Dick Tracy, I actually got a good deal on Dick Tracy. He's on the way, mint on card. So I'll do a unboxing. And I'm going to do a full retrospective review on all of these when I get the whole line in. For the exception of the blank. But so expect that. This is my new project. I will get them all. They will look great next to my Ninja Turtles. And I actually used to use these guys with my Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. I used to use them as like thugs and stuff. And then I had the Ninja Turtles team up with Dick Tracy to figure out a big murder. It was like a big. I don't know. I always use Dick Tracy as my murder investigator. I couldn't help it. It would be great with some Cops and Crooks toy line. Yeah, it would be. It would be. It really, really would be. It would be cool to actually get someone that actually redoes the Cops and Crooks. Wink, wink. Anyway, moving on, we have our next figure. And I really kind of want to get him set up before I show you him because he's really awesome. And he might be of the mythical variety. I don't know. But I got to get him set up for you. He's pretty awesome. Did pick this up at PowerCon. And oh, my Lanta. I love the... Dude, wired cape. Like, if you don't have a wired cape on your figure now, and he's a cape guy, like, what are you doing in life? Do you even life? You know? I feel like you have to have a wired cape if you're doing capes. You can't do a cape without a wire in it now. But anyway, we're talking about my man, Dubon, the Ranger, one of the only, I want to say, is he the only one? He is the only human character a part of Zylona's flock. The only one. And he is fantastic. Fantastic. That's not a word. I made it up. Oh God, I hear my Great Dane downstairs pacing, which means he is trying to figure out where I am, which is not a good sign for me. But there you go. That's Dubon. I know he's a little crooked. I always get like inverted technology. I can't get a hold of it. There we go. Comes with a dagger, comes with a sword, comes with this winged creature, winged friend, I'll say. Sword, sheath, cape, extra hands as well. He comes with vertical hands and lateral hands, so pretty awesome there. He's a really good figure. He is still, he's still available. You can pick him up pretty much anywhere. But he was at the con for 40. I was like, yep, I'll save myself $10. Thank you very much. I will not buy him off Big Bad Toy Store, and canceled my order from Big Bad Toy Store with him. So really happy with this guy. Very pleased. I'm not going to get his horse. I can't do that to myself. It's just not enough room in this general area. There's more. I know this is going to be a minute. I still have that for Serpentor. Add the wire for the cape. Nice. You added a wire for that cape. And that's a really good figure. That's probably one of the best figures of last year. Yeah, Gaz, go check him out. Like I said, his name's Dubon. He is a tracker. The only gripe I have with that figure, and I'm going to do reviews of probably all of these figures I'm showing you. The only gripe I have with that at all is you can't take the winged creature off of. He is stuck in that pose with his wings out, and he is stuck to that gauntlet. Like, you can take the gauntlet piece off because it's a separate piece with the bird, and just have him with a regular gauntlet on. You're not held hostage by the bird. So if you don't want the bird there, but once you take the bird off, he still has a piece of the gauntlet attached to his feet. So it's very similar to Valak. When I did my review of Valak, it's the same thing there. So it's unfortunate, but you gotta, I guess, make some sacrifices with certain figures. So everything's got limitations. That's what I always try to tell myself if I'm let down by something. I'm like, well, everything has limitations. You can't be limitless. Okay, moving on to G.I. Joe. That's right, you heard me right. I did not stutter. You saw that I got rock and roll. Well, we got to have someone for him to fight, right? Found this when I was visiting Buffalo, actually. And I was like, oh, yes, sir, thank you. Oh, yes, sir, thank you. I got Scrap Iron and we'll just call it his missile module. That's just the weird term I'm going to come up with. Comes with a ton of effects, explosion effects, missile launching effects. It's kind of overwhelming. He does come with a pistol, like almost looks like a fully automatic pistol, which was, I think, pretty much a part of his original design. And then he comes with his remote control, little iPad drone type thing. We'll just call it that. That's not a real technical term, but you can take the helmet off. I'm sure you guys have all seen these in prototype images. I'm not showing anything new here, but you want to see the face sculpt? I got you. Oh God, I'm knocking people over. Iron Man fell over. All right, let me get. Oh God. There we go. Face sculpt time. Face sculpt time. Yeah, look at that. Did a really good job on this figure. The Classifieds line is definitely the best thing that Hasbro is doing right now. Period. Definitely the best thing. They are doing, I'm not a religious man, but they are doing the Lord's work with the Classifieds line. So, yeah, I would say this one's pretty cool. We're going to do a review on it, but spoiler alert. Spoilers, I like it just a little bit. I'm kind of just showing them and then moving on, because there's a lot going on here, and I got a lot of cleaning up to do after all this is done. So next, where is it? I was just thinking of it. Oh, here it is. I got this from Amazon just before I left. I think just before I left for PowerCon, and it is the Nightfall Batman, where in actual Nightfall Batman, I mean, this is kind of not really Nightfall Batman, and it kind of a little bit is, because the ears aren't tall enough. I mean, really, when you see Nightfall Batman, you think of really tall, I mean, like up to here ears. And then you think of a little bit of a darker gray, a little bit more jacked and ripped Batman. But he also did change his look multiple times in that story. So it's kind of hard to peg one. I think they were just like, okay, Nightfall Batman, sure. That's what we'll call him. But he's a pretty cool figure. I am wanting him to have a cloth cape. I hate plastic capes now. I'm so spoiled. I'm spoiled with all of these cloth capes and wired capes, and like Thor needs a cloth cape. Like that Eric Masterson and even that classic Thor, it needs a cloth cape so badly to make that figure even better. Bought a 50th anniversary Destro yesterday for $9. Wow. That is cheap. That is great. Good job, Terry. Terry's finding all the deals. We would start following OG Terry. Terry, you're going to have to start making an Instagram and just start showing people what you buy. Just kidding. But please do that. That'd be awesome. Yeah, it is a great figure, that scrap iron, and this one's pretty good too. I want to say this is definitely one of their best Batman figures that they've done. If you're looking, especially if you're looking for a classic looking 70s, 80s, early 90s Batman. I'm planning on doing that comparison with him and the 25th anniversary. Nice, Andy. Yeah, do that. Looking forward to it. Do it. Okay, next up. I'm trying to figure this out. Who's next? Oh, I have a bunch in here. Let's get to these. I do want to get to these. This is something fresh, something different. I don't know if any of you guys have some of these figures. Well, you know what? I'll get to the ones that I picked up. Some Marvel Legends. These were in a $10 bin. All of these. And there's only 3 of them, so you don't have to. We're not going to be sitting here for 10 years going through $10 figures. There's only 3 of them. And then I got to tell you about the McFarlane booth. And then there's so much going on here right now. Like I said, this is craziness. All right, so I got these in a $10 booth from Roma Collectibles. Huge shout out to them. Not sponsored, just trying to be nice. Roma Collectibles, go check them out. I picked up. Why is he all making that noise now? What the heck? Sounds like a cap gun from like the 80s. That's not good. Anyway, I picked up Hulkling. There is the Hulkling. Let's get him doing I was doing this at Strident's house. I was like, oh man, I gotta have him doing the Alex Wright pose, you know? I don't know why I was doing this. But yeah, he's doing this like weird. What's that about? What is that? I'll do the Alex Wright pose. Okay, here we go. There you go. Alex Wright pose. I want to play the music, but I'll get copyright struck, so wah, 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 you know. But there's Hulkling. He's an older figure from the old Toy Biz days. Back in my day, Frankfurt's used to cost a nickel. Anyway, I picked up another one. I need one more of the Stefford Cuckoos. I have another cuckoo over here. Cuckoo in a way. Cuckoo. Sisters. Sister. Sorry, I never watched that show when I was younger. I couldn't get into it. I don't know why. Couldn't get into Boy Meets World either. Anyway, moving on. I think the only couple of I watched one Boy Meets World with Vader was in it, and that's like 96, I think, because it was right after Vader's push, and then he just got jobbed. He was jobbing all over the place. He was like Mr. Job. Mr. Job. Don't look at me like that, Hulkling. And then last but not least in the $10 bin. So I got Hulkling in the $10 bin. I got the Stefford Cuckoo in the $10 bin. And then I proceeded to get the new Sentry. The new, I think it's Walgreens exclusive Sentry. He didn't come with the Void head. But I was like, that's fine. I don't really need it. It's perfectly fine with just the regular head. So there is Mr. Sentry. I thought I still had I do still have the old Sentry. I thought I sold this. I think I actually had two and I sold one. But here he is compared with the old one. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a review of this, so I'll just show it off here. Maybe I'll do a review. I don't know. But looks pretty cool. Maybe if we get an updated Dakin and Iron Patriot and stuff like that, and we can redo the Dark Avengers. But this is a huge upgrade over this. I want to say it looks a little chunky and funky. The old one, you know. All right. Next up. Woo! So that. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. 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 Who's next? I'm trying to look and see. I guess we could do. Trying to figure this out. Just grab somebody. All right, we'll save him. He's huge, humongous. I think I'm whittling it down. Oh, these. Oh, I got to talk about McFarlane. That's right. Like I said, there's a lot going on in this head of mine. So I go to the McFarlane booth, and there's a reason why I'm talking about McFarlane right now, because I did get something from McFarlane. Besides just the Batman. That was from Amazon. So McFarlane had a booth at PowerCon. And you just had to stand in line, right? And you would stand in this line, and then you get to the front, right? And there would be a guy there, a rep for McFarlane. I didn't catch his name. I probably should have asked. But there was actually two guys. One was kind of running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Felt really bad for him. The guy was working his buns off. But the other guy was holding a deck of cards. Okay, I don't know if you're following where I'm going here. Holding a deck of cards, and the deck of cards had a figure on each card. It had about 2 decks of cards mixed together. You would pick a card, and what you picked, you got to just go up there and take a free figure. For 3 days straight, they did this. And they didn't care if you got in the line like 3 times or 4 times a day. It was insane. The line at certain points would bog down. It would just it would go down to like maybe like 3 or 4 or 5 people in the line. And then I want to say it had like peak. It would peak and then it would go down. And I was like, well, you know, I didn't want to I couldn't bring too much stuff home because this is already a lot that I got. And I was like, I got to figure out a way. I can't bring any packaging home. So all this stuff has to come out of the I even had to take the vintage tramp out of the package to fit. But I did pick up a figure. I actually, when you were pulling cards, if you pulled a Joker, now there was cards with the Joker on it, and you would get that Joker figure from like 3 Jokers, I think, but I already have those figures. But I pulled an actual Joker, and if you pulled an actual Joker, you got to choose whatever you wanted. Now, I am kicking myself multiple times now for not going back in line one more time and at least trying to get one of those big, huge Avatar flying. I don't even know what they're called. They're like flying dinosaur-ish. I don't know why I did this when I said dinosaur-ish. But they were like huge. I think literally I could have picked one of those up. They're like $30 value and walked out of it. Strident ended up getting one. It's huge. It's massive. It fits in with like a bunch of other toy lines. It can fit in with your Mythic Legions. It can fit in with your Warriors of the Kingdom. It can fit in with Marvel Legends. It can fit in with anything. I'm telling you. Don't sleep on them. If you see those things at Ollie's or something, grab one because they're really cool. The wings are fully articulated. The lower legs are fully articulated. It even has a holster on the actual thing. I didn't get that because I'm stupid. What did I get? But I do not have this figure. So I kind of fixated on this one thing. I was like, I'm going to just get that and get out. Also, I wouldn't have been able to fit the bird in anything, and I probably would have had to ship that home because it's huge. But it does come with like a flight base and everything. It's so cool. I got Ninja Spawn. So pretty happy about this. This can go in the Spawn collection. I'm only missing Mandarin Spawn and a couple others for the different kind of versions of Spawn. I think like Nightmare Spawn I'm missing, and Plague. So I'm missing a couple, but all the more to kind of hunt in the future. So he's really cool. It comes with 2 different kinds of swords. One looks more Spawn, like almost like a scimitar dueling sword. I don't know why I keep doing this when I'm thinking about stuff, but really cool figure. There's certain aspects about the articulation on McFarlane figures that I do wish he would switch, like the ankle pivots. They're like on a hinge Y joint. It's really awful. I can't stand it. As much as I do enjoy the sculpt and the detail and stuff like that, some of the articulation is a little bit frustrating. I'm just being honest when I say that. But regardless, awesome pickup. I'm glad I actually got something. Very thankful that I got something for free. I didn't want to be going back in the line, especially like I don't know, it just seemed kind of weird as a vendor. I'm going back in line like 4 times for free figures when they're really meant for the attendees. So I just grabbed the one and I was happy with it. So there's that. I do have more. We're going to get to that. I'm trying to hurry up. So we can talk about what the toys and stuff like that, and stuff like announcements and such. So I'm just going to do these rifle off really quick. I did got some Warriors of the Kingdom figures. I just picked up 3. Pardon me if I don't remember their names offhand because I don't have the packaging. One is can't think of their name. One's named Atreyu, and that is this guy. He is the heir to the throne on the Feralist side, and he's super cool. I'm going to do a review of all 3, so I'm going to try and get that review done by next week. So there's Atreyu. It comes with really nice, like almost like it's almost like, what the heck is going on there? Did I notice that before? Oh, that just twisted. That's a separate piece. Huh. I got to point that out in the review. I just noticed something. That's really awesome. But he comes in this like brown and gold attire. He almost reminds me of if the High Evolutionary was doing experiments on Attila Leoser, it'd be this guy. He would turn Attila Leoser into this. But these are a lot of fun. The articulation's very well done on these. They hold poses. They look. I like the stylization of them. They're not as like serious as Mythic Legions. They're a little bit more on the stylized kind of cartoony side. Like this dude's really awesome. He's got like a smirk to him. Hopefully I can get this on camera so you guys can see it. I know the white is kind of getting washed out in my lighting here, but let me try and move my lighting a little bit off. Hopefully you guys can see. He's got like a little bit of a smirk to him. Really like the armor. The paint job's really well done on these. These are just fun action figures. This is like something that would come out when I was a kid. When I was a kid, there would be something like this that came out, and I'd be like, huh, Ninja Turtles and like what Street Sharks and like this. Them gots, what's going on, bro? What up? I'm just going through some pickups from PowerCon and such, and just the last like almost month of stuff that I picked up. Gav says I picked up Tiberius the Tiger, aka Hobbs. Oh, nice, man. From oh my god, what's wrong with me? The comic strip. I saw you posted earlier on Facebook. Oh my god, my brain. Did I go to PowerCon? Yes, I did. I was actually an exhibitor at PowerCon. Calvin and Hobbes. There we go. Yeah, I couldn't spit that out for some reason. Well, I'm probably dehydrated. I can't think well when I'm dehydrated for some reason. But that's awesome, guys. Yeah, I did. JD, I did go to PowerCon. I was representing the Invincible Toys team for Futuristic Combat Soldiers and Fist. So I was an exhibitor there, and it was an awesome time. I would definitely recommend if you didn't experience this year and you're kind of curious about it or last year's, go to next year's. You guys will, I promise you will have a good time. There's plenty of stuff to do after. Big Fun is right up the street after you go to PowerCon. If you're still bored and you haven't had enough toys in your face, you can walk right up the street, maybe like a 10 minute walk to Big Fun and have fun and enjoy it. But there's tons of stuff to do in Columbus, Ohio. Columbus is I always call it the forgotten Ohio city. I feel like people always remember like Cincinnati and Cleveland, and then it's like everyone kind of glosses over Columbus. But yeah, over 1 million people live there, so it's a bigger city than people think. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I always enjoy visiting Columbus. I think the first time I went there was about 9 years ago. First time I visited Strident for the first time. So pretty crazy. But the last guy, as I just keep babbling on, is this dude. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm gonna have to look everything up. I didn't even bring their cards home with me with their information on. But he is awesome. He is like the Ape King, I believe. He is so cool. They had I believe this like huge like gorilla deluxe gorilla figure. They had two versions. They had a PowerCon exclusive there, and then they had the regular version of him. And my God, was it cool. It was so cool. I almost pulled the trigger on the PowerCon exclusive one that they had there, but I was like, no. Gotta stay somewhat near the budget. Had to do that. But they come with a ton of accessories, really cool stuff. And like I said, expected a review of all three of these. So we're going to have fun doing that. All right. That is that. Let's see. JD is said here. Yeah, it's nice to see you, Dem Guts, man. We gotta catch up, man. We haven't talked in a hot minute, you know. This is my second year. I live an hour and a half away. Nice, man. Thought I might have seen you there. How far did I come? I live in South Carolina, so I'm about 11 and a half hour drive, but I flew. So it was only like an hour flight from from Charlotte. I live in South Carolina, but I'm like 30 minutes away from Charlotte. So it's like a 30-minute drive to the airport, which makes sense because Rock Hill does not have a airport that I could fly out of. If I could fly out of Rock Hill, it would be like a 5-minute drive to the airport. Man, you should see the Cessnas constantly landing around here. It's so funny. I'm like, oh, there goes another cocaine plane. There it goes. Bye. Have a good time on your drop. Hope the FBI doesn't get you. Oh man. But yeah, JD, it's did you stop by the Invincible Toys booth by chance? We were in aisle 600 towards the end of 600. So away from, I'm trying to think, where was I? What was I if I can negotiate myself, where would I have been? I was a row over from where Matt Cardona was. I actually got to say hi to him, got to chat to him for a second. I took a photo with him. I posted it, but yeah, let me know did you stop by the Invincible Toys booth? Because maybe if I wasn't there, you probably talked to Strident. But Demgut says definitely I'm trying to finish up Dragon's Crown on hard too. Nice, man. Yeah, we got to link back up, man. We got to finish Dragon's Crown. I still have not finished that game. So we got to link back up. We used to play that game together all the time, man. So that'd be a lot of fun to do. But yeah, I know, right? But yeah, JD, let me know. So okay. Where am I? I have two. I think I have 2 figures left. That's it. Let me make sure. That's all from Buffalo. Okay. We are down to the last 2. The nitty gritty, folks. We've done it. We've made it with bated breath. Here we go. I actually have to look up this guy's name because I can't remember it offhand. I'm really sorry. Sometimes especially when it comes to 4 Horsemen names, I can't remember things. There's so many names. All right, I'm looking it up. I promise. I swear. I'm moving my fenders as fast as I can go. Fender. I made you okay. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, gotcha. So next up, are you guys ready for this? We got the final 2 here. This figure is so cool. This is absolutely positively worth every dime I paid for. I cannot wait to do this review. I'm going to have so much fun with this review. This is Kragnar. Kragnar is awesome. Do you know why he's awesome? I'm sure you've seen the prototypes. I'm sure you've seen all that. But the guy has 4 arms and they attach directly to his back so they are fully articulated. Right now he's waving to you all. So I hope you guys can say hello. But he is so cool, man. I highly recommend, if you were to get one Cosmic Legion, that you get this guy. At least do that for yourself. But he's really awesome. Vorga too, like Vorga. Ooh, Vorga is absolutely aces. Absolute aces. This piece, his whole chest piece rig, you can take that off. You can take everything off. He's just like a typical Mythic Legion, but he's a Cosmic Legion. He does go with Vorga. He is a warrior, a captured warrior, and has to fight his way out. He's actually a really nice dude. He's a good guy too. Comes with an extra head. Comes with extra hands to plug into the extra arms so you can punch people. And yeah, he is huge. Let me scale him really quick for you. All right, so here's Kragnar, and we'll bring in the 14-inch tall Sentinel that I showed earlier. So there is the 14-inch tall Sentinel, and this has 5 POA and is $22. This cost me $70. I think it's on Big Bad Toy Store for $80. Worth $80. I would have paid $80 after holding this guy and playing with this guy. I actually got to play with this guy the night before PowerCon because Strident had already had him because he purchased him through, I think, their pre-order. Like I said, extra head. He even comes, if you don't want the 4 arms, he comes with like little block off plates that you can put there that mold right in with the sculpt. And like I said, I'll show you that in my review in case you guys haven't seen a review on these or on him. But I am falling deeply and madly in love with Cosmic Legions quickly and swiftly. 8 inches? No, he is like 10 inches. So let me do something better. Here's Wolverine at like I think Wolverine Marvel Legends Wolverine is like 5.5 inches. He's huge. He might be. Let me get to a 12-inch figure here. All right, so perfect. 12-inch figure. Let's see if I can not knock this stuff all the way. I think he's like 10 inches tall, 9 or 10 inches, something like that. All right, let's move my makeshift Dusty out of the way. And we'll move Shazam out of the way. And we'll get... here we go. Okay, so we got Flint here, right? He's 12 inches tall. You just saw the Sentinel. He's 14 inches. Oh, God. What are we doing here? Now, keep in mind, this is also an older figure. I think this figure is like 10 or 12 years old at this point. So here's a 12-inch figure, and here is, so he's got about maybe 2.5 inches on Kragnar. But the huge difference between the Sentinel and Kragnar here, even though the Sentinel has like 4 inches on him. Let me put this back real quick. Oh my God, I didn't knock anybody over. I can't believe it. The sculpt and detail on Kragnar is everywhere. The articulation is what you would expect from similar, actually very similar range of motion articulation to the Mythic Legion's Tower and Half Giant. It's almost like they retooled the body, but I think this is an all new body. I want to say it's an all new body because the forearms are pegged into the back and such, but this is an absolutely centerpiece talking point situation going on here. And like I said, he is a Cosmic Legion, not a Mythic Legion. But you could almost, like, if you gave him different weaponry, you could almost fit him in with your Mythic Legions if you wanted to, because he is a arena fighter, and that's pretty cool. But he comes with like this futuristic, like, mace looking thing. It's sick, dude. Oh my God, it's freaking awesome. All right, last up, we're talking last here, and then we're going to get to some reveals, because there are some toy reveals that I want to talk about. There's a whole lot, and like I said, if you guys have any questions about anything that I'm talking about, Futuristic Combat Soldiers, Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, anything, Valiverse, anything, let me know. I'll do my absolute best to answer everything for you guys. Why on earth would you not want the forearms? I know, right? With some people, I don't know, you know. They at least gave the option, you know. I totally understand and totally agree with you guys, but at least they did give you the option to, if you don't, like, you're like, oh, I don't want these forearms in my way, or I need more shelf space. There you go, block off plates. So, and then Demgut says, can he fit in both universes? Yes, he absolutely can. He can absolutely fit. Like I said, if you just throw like a regular mace in his hand that you have from like a Mythic Legion, they can fit right in. Here, I'll bring in a Mythic Legion so you can see. I'll bring in my custom painted, what you call it? Oh God, there's like friggin' dusty hair all over it. Great job, Anthony. There we go. All right, I'll bring in my custom painted that I did a review of. Gotta get that out of the way. There we go. There's my cheap plug for that. But here we go. Let me get situated here. Let me move my mic back and then move these up. They can absolutely fit in the same universe. Because Mythics, I mean, they do crazy stuff with their universe. So you don't have to be held hostage by just this line. You know what I mean? With some characters like Vorga, yeah, she's a Cosmic Legion through and through. Kragnar, though, the way he's set up, you can put him with, you know, you could still put him with your barbarians if you want to. If you want to put him with the Legion of Erethyr, you can. Whatever you want to do, man. That's still, you know, the collecting world is your oyster. Do with these figures as you will. Put them wherever you want. Let me get up close and personal and just show you. This is the open mouth face. It's kind of like a slight grimace. And his backstory is pretty cool, too. I got to talk about that. But he also comes with a closed mouth. So, but stay tuned for the review. Like I said, he is actually a builder. He's not actually even a fighter. He's actually an architect and a builder. So there's some cool stories about some of these figures. All right, last one. Here we go. This is one of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites. It is another Cosmic Legion. This toy line has me by the crown jewels, right by the balls. And And this is, for some reason, I'm like blanking on her name now. Oh, Zirian Spire, dude. She is really awesome. Cloth goods cape with a wire. That's how you do it. That's the only way they should be done. She comes with 2 sidearm pistols, which attach to her back. And there's the other one over here. Sorry, over there, over here. Let me lift this cape up so you can see. They attach right to her back. She comes with this long range rifle. And she also comes with like a holographic projection on her forearm that you can remove. And also this mask is removable. The mask that you see right here, let me just stop pushing my finger in the front of it. That mask is removable. Both heads that she comes with are unmasked, and you can just put this mask over the pulled back hair head sculpt. So she's one of my favorites. I love this design. I like the sound of the character too. She sounds interesting. I like the dueling pistols. She's almost like kind of reminds me of she's not a smuggler, but she kind of gives me off those vibes. Like she'd be like I don't know, like a duelist or something. But she's really awesome. Really, really awesome. I'll take the hood down. I was trying to get to some comments here. Gaz says, I like that they're doing a sci-fi line. They look very much like the Frazada science fiction stuff. Frazada, that sounds so familiar. That sounds really familiar. Why can I not think of Frazada? Frank Frazada, the artist. Oh yeah, you're right. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Almost looks like He-Man. Oh, this one especially. Oh my god, look at that. Yeah. I could see that's a good call, guys. It's a very good call. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I knew that name sounded familiar, and I'm like, oh, Frank Frazada. Yeah. 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 Good call. We're just both saying yeah back to each other. Oh man. Nicholas says, looks like a character from Destiny. Yeah, that could work too. That could definitely work. I definitely am seeing and feeling like you guys know me. Like you guys know I love sci-fi stuff. Like sci-fi. I grew up on Aliens, like obsessed with Aliens. I had the majority of the Kenner line. And what you call it? Like, here she is with her head or her what you call it? Hood down. She's got like elf ears almost. But I really like her. She feels like almost like the main character of this story. You know? That's just the vibe I'm getting. And she also comes with a hair down. And she's kind of got like a bob haircut almost. Yeah, he did some. I remember his Buck Rogers stuff. That's once I heard that name, once I saw the stuff. Yeah, I was like, yep. I remember. Tales of science fantasy. You can't beat it. Can't beat it. But yeah, the sci-fi stuff. I can't. My God, I can't get enough of it. I made a video earlier, and I don't want to spoil that video. I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence if I'm going to upload that video, but I really am closer to saying hello to these and maybe slowing way down on mythics, because as much as I love my Mythic Legions, you guys know that I'm got to a point where besides the stuff that I've already pre-ordered, like stuff going into next year, the end of next year, um, I have stuff pre-ordered for Mythic Legions. But after that, I'm gonna start pulling the reins back a little bit on the Mythic Legions and focusing more on Cosmic Legions. I feel like if they would have came out with Cosmic Legions first, I would have been like going crazy. But I think they did the right thing. I think coming out with Mythics first, then doing Cosmics second, I think that made a ton of sense, you know? And I still love Mythic Legions, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of hard to really dump money into both things while you have other toy lines too going on. I already am like almost maxed out in this toy room. So it's kind of a tough sell to try and get that. And I'm going to have to scale back on other lines too if I'm going to start putting money into this Savage Crucible, getting some more Warriors of the Kingdom stuff. I don't know. It's tough. The Street Fighter figures from what you call it, the new Street Fighter 2 figures. Like there's that whole line is just kicking off, and I want to get a ton of them. So that Valaverse stuff, I'm still getting that. I mean, I guess I could take another year and a half off from Marvel Legends, make that sacrifice again, which I did. So I don't know. Something's going to have to get sacrificed, and a couple things might have to. It's just the way things are. Trust me, if I had a liquid budget and money mattered not at all, then I wouldn't have an issue. You know, I would be like, well, I'll blow out this wall and just keep building and building, and we'll just have more, you know, or it'll blow out this wall and we'll move this wall back, and you know, but yeah, the Street Fighter, I agree, them guts. The Street Fighter figures, Balrog is a must-have. I agree. And what was it? Jada Toys, all the Jada, that whole Jada Toys line, I want them. I want every single one of them. They're budget friendly. They come with a ton of stuff. They're gonna come with some awesome variety. They're already doing characters that Soda didn't do, like DJ. So it's like, I mean, come on. How do you say no to that? And the figures are so well done. I haven't had one issue with any quality control or anything like that. So it's a win-win. And something, like I said, I told myself this. I haven't really picked up too much NECA stuff. So those will be on the back burner. I think the only NECA stuff I picked up was the Turtles, the 4-pack Turtles that I picked up physically. I saw them at Target, so I picked them up. The Mirage Turtles were kind of like I was like, oh, this is going to be it for Turtles for me. That's it. I have everything else I need from Turtles. I have Super 7 stuff. I have the vintage figures. I have everything I need. I think, like I said, the last one's going to be that, what you call it? Oh, God. Here we go again. Here we go. My brain goes blank again. The Loyal Subjects Turtles from IDW. I really want those. I just saw Mad Hatter did a review of that set, and they still look really good. They have some limitations here and there, but I like them a lot. I have to cherry pick in order to keep order. Yeah, I don't blame you. It sounds funny, but it's true. You know, I might actually start selling some stuff too. Reap some of the rewards of not having room or not having a use for stuff. That's the other thing. I want to be able to use this stuff and appreciate it and see it and play with it. It's still fun to do. I don't care if I'm what I was playing with toys from when I was basically born all the way till I'm 40. So I'm going to continue to do that until I'm dead. So I will continue to enjoy and appreciate the things that I own. And if I don't appreciate those things anymore and I don't have a use, I will just have to sell them. It's just the way it is, you know? But yeah, like I think I'm pretty much officially done. I think there's only like 2 figures I need left to complete the Stunticons for Transformers, and then I'm done. I'm completely done with Transformers. I'm not getting any more third party stuff. I have finished all the wreckers like I told myself I wanted to do. I have multiple versions of Optimus Prime that I could ever want. I have the IDW version. I have the War for Cybertron version, not Siege, but the third party one for War War and Fall of Cybertron. Um, and then I have the what was it? The Hasbro version of the War and Fall of Cybertron ones. Third party price is no joke. Yeah, you're not kidding them guts. I know. I feel you, bro. But I have, as far as Transformers go, like I'm so happy with everything I have. Super duper happy. I couldn't be happier. That Hasbro Jetfire from the Siege line is one of my absolute favorite action figures. I love that. Damn, that is like an ultimate version of Jetfire. It's every version you could want, all wrapped up into one. And I was just kind of thinking about this the other day. Ah, Zirian, sorry, Zirian. She got really angry with me. Knocked her over, and I probably screamed in your ear at the same time. I'm sorry. They're asking 60 and up for legend scale now. Yeah, it's kind of tough for some of the stuff. Like I wanted to get Blitzwing, but I'm not paying $55 for Blitzwing. I can't do it. I can't do it, Captain. The dilithium crystals won't hold. The dilithium crystals holding my wallet won't hold. Yeah. So I can't do that anymore. So it's a tough sell to try and, you know, as much as I am a little kid and I just want to get all of like a ton of stuff. Not all the things. I almost said all the things. I never wanted all the things. I just wanted certain things, but I wanted a bunch of things. So but I'm pretty happy with all the things that I do have. But some of the stuff that I'm not necessarily using anymore, eh, they can go. They can go to a happier home that will have room for them, and we'll tuck them in at night, and we'll read them bedtime stories, and we'll feed them breakfast in the morning and have dinner ready for them when they come home from work. These are the things that those toys need, and I just can't offer that anymore. Okay, anyway, we're gonna move on from that because now I'm starting to sound like a psycho. All right. Oh boy. I don't know how Strident put up with me the 4 or 5 days I was there. But I'm gonna start screen sharing here. Like I said, don't hesitate to um keep the comments a coming. All right. So first thing we're going to talk about, like I said, is futuristic combat soldiers. Like I said, I linked the backer kit in the description box below on this video. Also, if you don't want to use that link, I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't want to use it, there is a QR code on the live stream I shot at PowerCon in that video. I want to say a few days ago. What was that? Friday? I think it was, no, what day was that? That was Saturday. I shot that video last Saturday. So if you want to just scan the QR code, that'll bring you to all the social media links and also the backer kit link, which will be the bottom link on that QR code. So, but anyway, here is the backer kit. And yeah, please, please, please do yourself a favor while you have the chance. And you can get these still for $35 each. You can even get the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive for $35 on here, as opposed to the $50 on Big Bad Toy Store, which I made a booby mistake in that video. And I did say that you could not get this for 35. Where right after I said that and I turned off the live stream, I was kicking myself because I was like, wait, they can still get that on the backer kit, you dope head. Anyway, so I do apologize for any miscommunication there. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions about this line. Like I said, sorry if I goofed on that information, but that was not the case. So, but you can still get them here for 35 all the way up until it ends. So there you go. And we have the artist proof stuff. So if you want to pick some of that up, you can. I am actually really tempted to get the artist proof. What you call it? The operative special ops / ranger. But yeah, I am super pumped for this line. I cannot wait to get these in hand again and pose them, do fun stuff with them. I have a whole, my God. And then we've got Future Descending, which is the digital comic, and you also have a hard copy comic of Future Descending, and that's just volume 1. Here's some of the artwork. Look at that. That looks awesome. Telling you, man, nothing sells better than a story. If you've got a story, it will sell those toys so much better. I can't wait for more story. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But here is them. And like I said, if you guys have any questions about this line, let me know. Even if I'm talking about something else, but go for it. There's the backer kit. All right. Let me stop sharing really quick. And then I do want to talk about the new wave. We'll go with this. There's so much to talk about. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit this in this video. I might have to do another video. It's also getting pretty late. I want to talk about some Cosmic Legions. Like I said, I can't get enough of these. I think another reason why I might be giving Mythic Legions a break is because the Savage Crucible figures are coming out, and that is whoa. Like, whoa, those figures. I'm telling you, I saw these in person, all the prototypes for Savage Crucible, and wow. And you couldn't meet a nicer bunch of guys at Savage Crucible. Very genuine, very cool, awesome. Everybody was really genuine, really cool. Everybody I met there. Really awesome. I didn't get a chance to meet Corn Boy. I think Strident was talking to him, but he did come by the Invincible Toys booth, which was really awesome of him. So that was really cool. But the Cosmic Legions wave, this was revealed at PowerCon. That's why I'm talking about it here. The all-in is 300. Yeah. I took all the photos I possibly could of all of these figures. If you're wondering about size, scale, about any of these figures, they're in the photos. Please go check out my photos. I put them all over my Facebook page, which links are in the description. On my Instagram, links are in the description. And I put them on the Strident page, links in the description. Please go check those out. Like I said, all the photos that you need for size, scale, and stuff like that. If you're curious about any of these, they're all in those photos. If you think a guy looks like he's too small, he's probably not. Like, a lot of people think that he's dwarf sized. He's not dwarf sized. He's actually larger than you think. So these suits have toe articulation, by the way. See this little piece right here that goes around all the way around like that? That is toe articulation. That is how you do toe articulation, my friends. On a huge, bulky, chunky suit. But yeah, the all-in is 300. I am very tempted. What really got me going is probably not the thing that you think got me going with this specific wave. This is called the Ox Crew Wave. Book 1 of the Ox Crew. I believe, from what I've heard, is there's going to be 3 books, which means 3 waves of just the Ox Crew. We've got 3 characters from the Ox Crew in Ularia, Valak, and Orvar, the demolition guy. And you're going to get 3 more. There's 6 members that survived the crash for the Ox Crew. Okay. I'm going to show each one. We're going to talk about them. And there's some really cool stuff here. I mean, it's kind of hard to say no to all of these. I think the one I could really say no to the easiest, if I had to pick one, would be the Thoraxian. Uka would be really hard to say no to. Curran Ray would be severely hard to say no to. And these two, you can't have one without the other because they're husband and wife. So it's like, oh man. And then if you got 2 of those, you might as well get this guy because he's part of the crew. And then you'll just be missing one part of the crew, and that just doesn't make any sense. So it's really hard to say no to these. But what really got me going was the campsite communication and cargo collection. It sounds ridiculous. I know. You're probably like, what? A friggin' bunch of accessories? Yeah. Because think about it, guys. We don't get accessories like this. Like, we don't get diorama pieces. Like, look at the detail. Like, there's even like little words in there. And this folds up, by the way. That's fully articulated. That little keyboard folds right up into that, and the guy can carry it around. Yeah. Uh-huh. And then you see these little hoses? These little hoses can connect and port in to the other stuff, like this little generator thing and this yellow thing right here. I'm colorblind and stupid. This other hose can plug into this white thing. You can put accessories in the actual compartments. Like, my God. But you've got like a little cart. You've got I want to get 2 of these. Like, I need 2 of these. Oh man, it's really hard to say no to these. Them guts, yeah, the sculpts are beautiful. And look, the spacesuits, yeah, just wait until I get to the spacesuits. Like, it's insane. Nice amount of gear for all the figures for 300. Yeah, and like I said, some of these figures, and I'll get out of this really quick. If you go all in, you're essentially saving, I think, $27, which would pretty much just cover this. So when you think about getting all of these, you're pretty much getting this set for free if you go all in. Now, granted, I don't even think I'm going to be able to go all in. Everybody's got different budgets. Everyone's got different responsibilities. I totally understand. I'm probably going to try and get as many as I can before September 17th, which is the last day for when the pre-order shuts down. So pre-order shuts down September 17th. If you were wondering about the date, all the dates are on here. So all you have to do is go to storehorseman.shopify collections, all whatever. But here is Curran Ray. Now she is super, super duper, and it is a she. There she is. She is one of the favorites. She's got these swashbuckling boots, which she's the first one in the Cosmic Legions line to actually have regular boots. No one else has just plain old kind of Mythic Legions looking style boots. Everybody else has some sort of futuristic boots. Even Miss Spire right here, she's got these like futuristic boots that have like little thrusters on the back of the boot, which is just, oh my God, awesome. But there's the boot. Here is the face. And can we figure out what the inspiration was on that face? I wonder. And then people wonder why I want to get one of those big flying McFarlane things. And I'm going to clearly have to hang that from the ceiling because that is not going to fit anywhere else, you know? and the soft goods. Yeah. Curran Ray is absolute fire. She is like, if you're just gonna get like one or two figures, I would say make sure you get Curran Ray. And I'm trying to think, who would the other one be? I'll come back to Curran Ray. Hold on. Curran Ray and Uka. We're gonna get to Uka. I think he's awesome. But I have plans for this character. Like I know they have their own lore. I've read all the lore for each character, but my god, man, the amount of your own world building that you can do. Like look at this. It, you know what it looks like? It looks like a probe droid head for her helmet. It looks like she gutted out a probe droid and turned it into a helmet. That's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. And it looks amazing. She looks like a bounty hunter. She's not. But she looks like a bounty hunter. Like if I were to make a character, it would be something like weird like this, and he or she would be a bounty hunter. Like look at just this tube, this like oxygen or whatever they breathe in. This tube, and then she's got like binoculars right here. She's got this like scythe thing. I don't even know what to call it. It's like almost looks like very Star Warsy. This. She almost looks like a friggin' bounty hunter from Star Wars. That's what, like this design would. I feel like this would totally be some sort of Star Wars design right here. The jacket is, I believe it is wired. They did say it's going to be wired. That's where these stitches are right here. I'm not sure if the wire is going to go all the way up. I hope so. That'd be pretty cool. But I'm pretty sure that this is going to be wired all the way around, which would be pretty awesome. But all cloth goods. I mean, this is putting Mezco to shame with this jacket, I think, personally. Cloth goods under here, which covers up a lot of who she is. I mean, we can see right here. There's the green cloth goods. But I mean, if you look at this figure right here, just the way it is, like that, right? If you look at that figure and then you go, oh, that figure is this figure, you'd be like, no, it's not. That's a totally different person. So, in potentially, you could buy two of these and make one character and one another character if you wanted to. 42 is the full price. That is the pre-order price. And if you I have a feeling if you do wait and you let it go to Big Bad Toy Store, it's gonna be $55. So she's not a big figure. She's going to be normal sized. But where the money is I'm promise you the majority of the stuff is that coat is expensive. That's where the price went up. The additional that head is got a lot going on. There's a lot of paint and intricacy in that head. The unmasked head, I mean, she comes with a lot of stuff. That backpack, I mean, she is pretty well endowed when it comes to accessories. Look at the intricacy and just the pauldrons. These are just removable pauldrons that you can take on and off. Like, that's insane. So I am happy to spend $42 on this figure. It doesn't really bother me. She is one of the must gets out of this wave. I think personally. Here's a back shot. And I want to say that this backpack is the same as Vorga with some different attachments to it. And I'm wondering, because it's not showing, to plug that into the back, the coat must have a hole in the back. And the coat's probably also got to have a hole in the back for the pauldrons to fit over. So you're probably going to have holes in the back of this jacket just to set you guys up. So you're not like, if you're like, oh, yeah, that's going to look so great. And then you forget that there's going to be holes in the back of the jacket and want to reuse the jacket for maybe a different character. Just so you know, there's probably going to be fitment holes for it because they don't use magnets. The Four Horsemen, they like peg holes, stuff like that, which I don't blame them because they do fit. So this is a retooled backpack, the same one that comes with Vorga that I have in front of me. Um, it's actually not a retooled backpack. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's the exact same backpack, repainted, and then this plugs right into the porthole in the on the side. This kind of like antenna situation going on here. Maybe this is like her communications backpack, but it's really awesome. And I think they did an amazing job on this figure, and I cannot wait to get it. So I will be pre-ordering her, and I'm super pumped for it. That's less than some of the Joy Toy Warhammer figures. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Joy Toy has gone way up in price. My God. I was gonna try. I told myself I was gonna start getting back into Joy Toy stuff, and I just can't do it. The prices are too close to 6 inch. I just can't do it. I would love to. I just can't. Um, Zurum meets Star Wars. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Good call, them guts. The Lowland Scrapeback. This is much larger than you think it is. Like I said, I took photos of the booth and where the actual figure looked like, or what the actual figure looked like in person. This is a larger, excuse me, figure than it seems to be. It does come with extra hands, like clawing hands. These are the creatures that. So the story that I have read is that the husband and wife, Valak and Ularia, crash landed a freighter. So they're kind of like, they're not scavengers, but they're more like truckers, like inner space truckers, right? And they have responsibilities to their crew and their what they're hauling and stuff like that. They're kind of maybe I wouldn't want, they're kind of almost like explorers slash truckers, I guess, if you want to call it that. Anyway, they crash land onto this planet, and the Scrapebacks are one of the threats on this planet with the Thoraxians. So they're kind of like the big, big boss creatures on the planet. Look at that face. My God, that's horrifying. I stopped with Joy Toy he's talking about. There's some cheap army builder figures for 16 from Joy Toy. I thought, oh, you bought for customs, but I'm pretty much done. Yeah, I think so too. And you know what, Guts, it's pretty sad because while I'm super appreciative, and I don't think I'll ever be able to move these out of the area because I appreciate the Joy Toys that I have, and I really have you to thank for introducing Joy Toy to me. But that's another one of those lines where I'm just like, yeah, I'm done, and that's sad because I have, we went ham on Joy Toy, and really like we went ham. The three of us went crazy. Woodman too went crazy with Joy Toy, and we went all about it. And like this was before anybody they were even doing Warhammer, before really anybody even knew about Joy Toy. But I do have you to thank for actually introducing me to Joy Toy. So thank you so much, Guts. And yeah, I wouldn't have any of this stuff if it weren't for you and introduced me to the line or anything like that. Like I got three of the Fear mechs, which I'm pretty happy with. I've got the Freeman mech, which is still my absolute favorite mech. If I could only keep one mech, it would be the Freeman mech. I feel like that was like the perfect one that they did. Size. It really reminded me a lot of Titanfall. The pilot that I put with him reminds me of Titanfall. That's why I put him with it. But even the little bit of the later ones back in, I want to say 2021, some of the last ones I got, those are really cool. They kind of scale really well with the Freeman mech as opposed to the Fear mechs, which are huge. I mean, like 14 inches tall. They're absolutely humongous. But yeah, that line. They left us in the dirt. That's right. Yeah, they left us in the dirt. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. It's okay. There's room for other things. That's where something like a Cosmic Legions can open up the door for you, or if you didn't have mythics before, I mean, you can always jump in. There's always a good jumping in point for people. Like I said, there's Warriors of the Kingdom. There's tons of awesome stuff like Action Force, and you've got, it's almost overwhelming. Like, I'm trying to remember everybody. There's Operation Monster Force. Don't sleep on that. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on this line. It's going to be awesome. Futuristic Combat Soldiers. Like I said, there's going to be so much cool stuff. Fist is going to have a big year, I think, next year. I'm just like, oh, there's so much going on. I'm just babbling now. But this is a really cool figure. The scrape back looks really good. I believe Jeremy Gerard even said that these arms you can remove the arm from the elbow down and put it on a Mythic Legion 2.0. They're compatible with that. Not all of the pieces, because this is like a totally different, it's a quadruped. But certain parts you can use from it. I'm just, if I end up getting one, then I'll just leave it the way it is. I'm not messing with it. Kit bashing a a quadruped. Orvar, like I said, Orvar is one of the 6 of the crew. He's the demolitions expert. Yeah, so they're Discovery. They're kind of like a Discovery crew that goes around looking for things. If they're of value, they bring them back, sell them. They're kind of like explorers almost, this crew, which I think is pretty cool. Because I love Fantastic Four, and all I want to do with them is go explore stuff and learn about how scientifically something works. But anyway, Orvar is really cool. He's got a huge alien head. It can fit in this glass bowl of a suit. The suit is huge. I do know that if you remove this glass bowl piece, there is a separate piece underneath. I will show that. I think they have a photo of it with the collar piece off. Maybe not. I thought they did. Oh, it's right here. I'm sorry. So here's what the suit looks like with the collar piece on. That's with it off. So you can see the chest piece did change. So you have multiple different looks that you can give him if you want to. It comes with that big old Warhammer. And then here's all the accessories he comes with. Stuff like that. So really cool stuff, man. This is gee whiz. He looks like he could stand hunched over. Yeah, he can. Different heads too. The prices did go up on these, but they are larger figures. And I will tell you from experience from seeing them in person, there's a reason for these prices that they went up for some of them. Velox Spear, I feel like he is actually the captain of this crew, the Ox crew. He's the leader, and I think this is a must get for me. This guy, Velox Spear. But yeah, taking a look at this suit, like I said, they have toe articulation on all these suits. The amount of detail on these. He does come with like the same similar gun to Vorga, but a different attachment. So this front attachment piece can come off. I showed this in the review that you'll see tomorrow on Vorga. This piece can come off, and it's kind of, I guess, if you want to give Vorga this piece right here when he comes out, you can interchange that part with her, and she can have a chainsaw instead of a Gatling gun, or a minigun, whatever you want to call it. But it's the same sculpt as those as Vorga's. The arms, chest piece, head. It comes with multiple heads and interchangeable face plates. So they're doing a fully unmasked head and then a masked head with face plates. And I'll show you what that looks like now. There's one head. Oh, I got to go back down. See if I can get this whole shot in there without having to move. Okay, so there's one head. And he's even, look at the scarring on that one cheek right there. Look at that. I didn't even notice that the first time. That's the first time I just saw that. And then you got Cobra Commander faceplate. And these faceplates are also interchangeable with any of the Mythic Legions faceplates, just so you know. And then here's the fully unmasked head. And then here's all the accessories he comes with. Sidearm laser blaster pistol. He comes with I want to say like an arm attachment. So wherever you see peg holes on the bodies, you'll have these like little attachments like this where there's a peg. There's also peg holes, I believe, on the side of the pistols. You can also attach that to the pistol. Or if you see peg holes on this gun, which I don't think there is, but if you do in the future, pardon me, then you'll be able to peg it onto his arms, where you can see stuff like these holes right here. So you'll be able to peg that right into the arm right there, which is pretty awesome. So that's Velok's spear. Moving on to Ularia spear, his wife. She is the navigator of the ship, and she kind of got them lost a little bit. She kind of blames herself for getting them stranded and marooned on this planet because she was in charge of navigation and got them kind of crash landed and lost. I'm willing to assume that it wasn't all her fault, that something happened, clearly, besides her unwillingness to pay attention, that got them marooned on this planet. But we'll see in the story in the future. There's promo shots. I believe 1/6 Shooter took these shots, which is really awesome. Good job with the photos. Pretty much so. Almost the same body, I want to say. I'm pretty confident in saying that's probably the same body, but here's the unmasked head, or I'm sorry, the masked head with the faceplate. She's got a different faceplate for hers, and they also hinted at this being possibly a different character with this faceplate on. So, and then there's all the accessories. She comes with a huge saw blade. This is an all new sculpt for this huge like saw thing, which is pretty awesome. Excuse me if I just burped into the mic like a dippy. Like a dip. Same pistol, and there's the peg hole. So you could probably peg this like flashlight looking thing in there, or scanner, or whatever sensor thing it is. So that's her. And then here's the Thoraxian. He looks really awesome. Look at oh my God. Look at this. And he's the one I like the least out of the wave. But this whole shoulder piece right here that you see that wraps all the way around is removable, which is cool. It almost looks like bark is like he's using like bark as armor, which is pretty sick. Pretty awesome stuff. And then here's all of his accessories. And then he's got this like almost like angry squinty eye. Look at that. That looks so cool. So regular face and then squinty. And then there's the back piece. Here's this like long club made out of a bone. Ouch. And then here's this like jaw. Looks like the lower jaw of something. And then all the scaly type reptilian hands. It's a lot of hands. That thing comes with a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of hands with one figure at $37. And that's the regular going price for regular figures. Now, Uka is a must get, folks. This is going to be Thistlethorn 2.0. If you are on the fence about this dude, he looks like he looks like an alien puggle. That's what he looks like. Or some he looks like he would fit right in with Star Wars. Like someone's co-pilot or something. Or an X-Wing pilot fighter. I don't know. It just does. It looks awesome. Look at all this cool stuff that he's got that's unique to him. Whew, man, I'm getting tired. But yeah, he looks awesome. He comes with this like I don't even know what this is. It looks like a retractable blade, like almost like a scythe or something, like a retractable scythe. But look at that. This definitely looks like a character out of Star Wars. And he comes with a masked, I believe, and an unmasked head with goggles and such. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, so there's the goggles. There's the unmasked head. The pauldron, single pauldron. He's got a merce. Removable goggles. So you can hang them around his neck if you wanted to. And then multiple hands here. Comes with how many hands? 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of hands. And then it's like, so I think it's like a canteen or something for his back. Just looking awesome. And we're gonna get more of these figures, so we're gonna get more lore explained of the Ox crew and such. So he's actually a local Uka. He meets the crew and actually ends up helping them and helps, I believe, design some certain things for them while they're on their trying to get off Thraxon, I believe that's called. Or no, Thraxia, I think that's what it's called. I can't remember. But he is a Fiblean. So oh my god. Just crazy. All right. So that is Cosmic Legions. Those were all of the reveals for the cosmic stuff. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns about them? Book 2 should be coming out soon. I'm still catching up on book 1. I picked up trying to pick up what's his name? The Slog. I'm trying to pick up Slog. I've picked up a Tusk Sentry, the Science Officer, and what was it? The Deluxe Oleg Thygar. That's who I have on the way. I would like to pick up one of each of the deluxe prison guards and the block commander. I don't think I'm going to be army building too much because it's going to get expensive. That's $120 between two figures. Whew. But I am really looking forward to book 2. Book 2, we've got some really awesome stuff like the Gray coming out. One guy in particular, Mr. Book 2, I believe his name is Grave Knight Canax Vol, the Stinger Brute. You take a look at that guy, and you can't sit there and tell me that you're not interested in some of these. It's insanity. But yeah, so pre-order is up. Futuristic Combat Soldiers. I might call it a night. It is getting late. I still have to go work out. And then because I'm trying to lose weight, I still have to go work out before I go to bed. And I have a full day at work tomorrow. A full day. So I wanted to touch on some of the like Cosmic Legions, stuff like that, just because it's something I really want to talk about. And then this gridiron stuff, though. Whoa, wait a minute. We might have to take a look at this. Look at this. Ooh, they're doing sci-fi stuff. Let's take a look. Let us take a look at. Let me make sure. There we go. Okay. Okay, so look at this. What's it called? The butt. What are they calling this? The it's like a okay. So we have a field computer here. So they have some stuff here. This is pretty cool. Um, this is still like Gridiron is kind of frustrating for me because I want a lot of their stuff, but their stuff is super expensive. Like one little computer is $20 where I could pre-order that whole set of Cosmic Legions like stuff. So that's a tough sell for me. That is a tough sell. I'm trying to see this situation going on here. I don't know why I'm pulling up why it's going to that. That's weird. Um, oh my god, they have. I mean, their stuff is really cool. Don't get me wrong. I still enjoy the stuff I have from them, but these prices, man, they're killing me with these prices. All right, Outlander tactical heavy blaster. Let me see what this looks like because I do want to create my own character using a Tusk Sentry. And I plan on painting that, and I'm going to do a full video on that. So this might be a thing I'm interested in. It comes with attachments. Wait, whoa. what's going on with the photo here? I'm just trying to zoom out. Let me refresh the page. Something happened. I don't know what just happened. I think it just had a hissy fit. So it comes with the rifle itself, which has I guess you wouldn't really need ammunition for something like that. I imagine something that looks like this would not need ammunition. It would be like a uh, plasma rifle or some sort of futuristic type tech with this. It does look like it could fit in something like Star Wars. It's got a huge scope on it. It looks like they took bits and pieces from like a saw and almost like a submachine gun for that stock, and then like a handle grip from a revolver. Like there's craziness going on with this gun. There is some craziness going on with this gun. You're watching from your throne. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Zirian looks pretty good with it. Shoot. She looks pretty good. Look at that. And then I like it the way I really love the design of these Tusk sentries and the Legion build, or I shouldn't say Legion, Cosmic Builders. Is that what they would be? You know, Legion Builder would still be a thing. But yeah, this looks pretty cool. This is tempting right here. It's kind of like one of their mashup weapons that they do, which is pretty fun. So that's cool. And thank Gaz for letting me know about these. But I want to see if they have. Let's see if they have any other type of. Like there we go. We got some sci-fi stuff. That's really what we're looking forward to here. Okay, so I do remember some of these, like it's almost like a Boba Fett gun here. This looks like something Boba Fett would use, you know. I'm pretty sure they have a photo of Boba Fett with this, and they do, of course. But yeah, some of these are pretty cool. At $12, comes with a sling. I can swallow that a little. It's hard to swallow, but like, look at this thing. It looks like a something Cable would make or something. Like that's what these guns look like. These mashups, they're crazy. They're crazy looking. I don't know about GI Joe having it though. It's a bit much. Although I don't know if Strident's watching this. He may be or he may not be. I could see Weaponsmith owning something like this. There's Cable. I could definitely see that. Let's take a look at what's this got to offer. This rifle right here. Wow, look at this thing. It's pretty wild. Wild and crazy kids. It comes with a drum too. Like the big old barrels. Like I was just gonna say, I'm hearing a DLT 19 sound coming from this thing. That's what I'm hearing in my head. Just repeating over and over again. That's the sound I feel like this gun would make, or this rifle. Pretty cool. It's cool stuff. Cool stuff. Good idea. That looks like a direct version of just the Sand Troopers rifle, the T-21, I believe it's called. I might be wrong there. They even have the pulse rifle. Look at this thing. What the heck? It's like the ultimate grenade launcher. The only grenade launcher you'll ever need ever. For every situation. This grenade launcher will destroy everything. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to move through this a little bit swiftly, so if I'm moving too fast for some of you guys, the pulse rifle, I feel like that's too iconic to aliens. I couldn't use that on principle alone. Couldn't do it. I have seen this rifle before. It's kind of like a weird mashup of M1 A1, I want to say, and a shotty, the automatic shotty, like a Spaz 12. But yeah, some of these mashups look cool. I think some of them can work with Cosmics if you want them to. I think they fit the scale of Cosmics also. I mean, you could literally see the Tusk Sentry it fitting right in his hand. He can hold it. So I guess it's a good option for you guys, for everybody. All right, I am closing out most of my windows here. All of my windows are closed. Hello, it's just me. I am shot. I am exhausted. I have so much cleaning I have to do now. I'm not going to get it done. I still have to go work out and then take a shower and go to sleep. Then wake up and do the worky woo, The worky woo? Did I just say worky woo? I gotta get some water. My mouth is so dry right now. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I hope I answered as many questions as I could. Do you guys have any questions about anything? Fist, Futures and Combat Soldiers, Mythic Legions, like anything. Any questions before I go? Do you want me to show you a figure closer? Let me know before I go. Give you guys 30 seconds. Let's see here. Thank you so much to everybody for hanging out tonight too. I believe we had 15 people here at one point, which is pretty awesome. That's pretty solid for as late as it is. That's pretty darn good. So I am very thankful for everybody who hung out tonight and asked questions or made comments, stuff like that. And even if you're just lurking and just wanted to hang out, thank you so much. But thank you to everybody. I know there's a lot of people in the chat. But thank you to Dem Guts, and thank you to JD Gibson, and thank you to Terry Turner, as always, OG Terry. And Gaz, thanks so much, man. It was so nice talking with you. Same thing for you, Guts. It was really nice to talk to both of you. It's been far too long. And Brian, thank you, Brian. Oh, I'm sorry, Brian King. I'm sorry. He's on his throne right now. We have to bow to the master. Uh, uh, Terry Turner. I just said that. I don't know why. I like always repeat. Andy, thanks for popping in, and be sure to check out Andy Showcase on YouTube. I believe he said he was going to be doing something soon. Let me go see. He said he was going to be doing something soon. I remember him saying that. I'm planning on doing the comparison between Scrap Iron and the 25th anniversary. So stay tuned for that. His Scrap Iron video will be up soon. So check that out. I'm trying not to miss anybody. I want to be Ruad. JD guess. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, cool. But thank you for everybody who hung out tonight. Even if, like I said, even if you're just lurking, cool. Thank you so much. And like I said, I'll I'm going to try and focus on more reviews. And when I do these live streams, like I said, the Thrill of the Toy Hunt is always supposed to be something that's like at the bare minimum for a Thrill of the Toy Hunt, it would be, let's do some online shopping together. If I find a deal, I'll send, you guys can go to the same site and pick up that deal if you're interested or something like that. These are just to have fun and kind of hang out. These are, well, it's also for toy noise and stuff like that. So if you guys didn't have information on something, or you needed information on something, or you guys have information on something that I don't know about, please, we can all help each other with this. That's kind of the point. We just sit around, have fun, talk about toys, and that's pretty much it. So, but yeah, I think that's going to be it. That was a lot of stuff, and I have so much stuff I have to do before I have to go to bed, and I'm exhausted. But yeah, expect also I'm throwing around the idea in my head because I bought diorama pieces and accessories for a very specific diorama. So I don't know. My review backdrop might change. I don't know for how long, but it may change. So I just want to let you know if you do see a different backdrop or an extreme sets, stuff like that, that's why. So, but yeah, that's going to be it for me. Be sure to, before you guys go, be sure to hit the like button. It does help the channel grow. And be sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. It does, like I said, we are so close to 5K. Like, if I don't get to 5K before the end of the year, I swear I'll start pulling out whatever hair tufts I have left. I have nothing left. You see these patches that are in there. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I'm joking when I say that. But but yeah, PowerCon was super awesome, and thank you to everyone who showed support for Invincible Toys. And it, like I said, it was awesome just to be able to talk to all the fellow content creators on YouTube and get to know a lot of them that are much larger channels than me. And it was cool to just see, like, we're just people. We're all just people. We're all just hanging out. We all enjoy the same thing, which is little plastic people that make us happy. And that's it. And being able to enjoy life. That's the most important thing. I remember, I don't know. I'm going in. I'm almost segueing into another story here. Anyway, but yeah, thank you so much to everybody, and thanks so much everybody I met at PowerCon, and thank you to all of you for watching and hanging out with me. And yeah, be sure to check out the Vorga review. Let me bring her in here again. I got to tuck her in tonight. I'll tuck her in. What would you like to hear? Would you like to hear a sonnet? Would you like me to read you a sonnet? She doesn't want to hear that shit. Does she look like she's in the mood for that? No, she's not. But yeah, Forga will be up tomorrow, 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check that out and show your support. And thank you so much. And I'll see you guys on the flip side.